A good great morning to all of those of you who are tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. I'm coming to you this morning from TBN Studios, Queenstown. And you know, some days you're just in the mood. Some days you're just in the mood. When you look at what's going on in this country, a man who knocked down a man, I don't know who decide who killed the man. The autopsy report shows he get injuries, but they got, if you take a big wood and clap some lash in a man, it would look just like if it's an accident. Right? So I'm hearing recommendations are made to the man be charged for several charges, but it's just like if you knock down a man. And obviously those recommendations are made based on the DPP being guided by law. Well, that suggests that something is wrong with the law in Guyana. Right? Something wrong with the law. We gotta look at that. Because one of the reasons people feel they don't get justice in this country is because it's truth. You don't get justice in Guyana. It's a whole bullshit country. That's it. Too many people who, if everything else fail you, the justice system should not fail you. Too many people slipping through the cracks. You understand? Well, before I get into anything, now the man who was recently hit down, his sister come and she talk. May you know who was the whole context of the story, but I just want to hear this part. I think we should listen to the whole context of the story to hear why she justify what she said. From how she talking alone, she doesn't seem too bright. But nonetheless, what she said was worrying. Right? What she said was worrying. And it has to be addressed. People make mistakes. There's some mistakes in life. Like, you don't get up in a morning and find we got serial killer and say, oh, but he always smiled and spoke well with people. Let's give him a chance. Or a serial rapist rape a little girl and say, oh, he was a nice person we didn't see, so let's give him a chance. It doesn't work like that. The system is there to pluck people out of the society. Who's not needed in the society? If you don't act or your actions is not conform with what it means to be human and help with human evolution and human development, we gotta get rid of you out of the society. Simple as that. I want you to listen to this. Listen to what this woman is saying.
He's a very kind person, very helpful. Up to the day before he got his demise, he was helping me to build my to stamp my blocks, and it was very painful that he has gone just after he helped me. And we were searching all over.
To put this into context, a gentleman was hit down at Enmore, and then he went missing for 2 weeks. It so happened we later found out that the man who hit him down took his body and dumped it, didn't even carry him to the hospital. You're going to hear what those charges are, what was recommended, some charges. The DPP recommend charges. You understand? Recommend some 6 charges. But it's everything. He's going to be on the road. His bail is bailable offenses. He's going to be on the road. After all the anguish and pain he caused this family. Because this one, for talk out your mind. Let me deal with this. We deal with one at a time. And this shows that both sides of the divide sometimes is the problem.
All around. In the dams, on the seawall tops, it was not easy. Sleepless nights for 14 days and 14 nights was not easy for us. Nevertheless.
No. Obviously, she's distraught. She's standing there at a scene where her family's body was found. He was thrown in a trench in front of her. Right? So we see video. We see video. But you can't talk when they're in your mind. You understand? She obviously is not in a right state of mind and so, but you gotta listen to this. And when you listen to this kind of thing, then you just know banner some people ain't there down here.
Plus, I am working at the hospital whereby I help with mothers and infants. We deal with them every day, helping the mothers and the infants.
Now you realize this woman is affected by what's going on here. But she left her brother in, so her brother was a good brother. He went to help her building blacks and all these things. She searched for 14 days and 14 nights. Right? But this is where the shit hits the fan.
Look down to an infant, a newborn infant, a Negro infant. I don't want to be racial. I am not racial. I am mixed with Amerindian. I'm mixed with Indian. Also, I am mixed with black. I am all in one. I don't want to be racial.
Now, if you don't know, let me tell you. Anybody who coming out or has to say that I don't want to be racial, obviously that immediately is followed up by a racial comment or a racial statement. You ever tell you? Now, if in your mind, like me, when me say black is black, I is a black man, you is a black man. When I watch a man, Indian man, Portuguese man, Amerindian man, wherever. Yeah? Me never say, you know, I don't feel no way saying it. Because it's a matter of fact. If something is so out of the norm that you have to explain you don't want to be, but you damn well is. Yes, there's something it's so out of the norm that you gotta explain when you hear anybody say, I want to be rich. So what are you going to say? What are you going to say after making that statement? Just so you know, if you Guyanese didn't know, let me tell you now. It's not one and the same. It doesn't go together. You can't say I don't want to be racial and then make a racial statement. You understand? You don't want to be seen as racist because you're going to get cussed. But you got to know what is a statement and what is racism. You understand? This might not necessarily be racism because she's obviously out. She's obviously out of her mind and not at the education level to understand what she's talking about. Right? She out. She distorted. She just finds her brother dead in a trench. All right. We understand her. But what happens here, or what has happened, is very clear as day. Listen to this. Y'all listen back from here.
Infant, a Negro infant. I don't want to be racial. I am not racial. I am mixed with Amerindian. I'm mixed with Indian. Also, I am mixed with black.
There might be a percentage of shit in you too, auntie. Yes, sir. You mix up with shit. Because this is bullshit here.
I am all in one.
If nobody didn't tell you, I tell you now.
Racial. But every time when I look down to feed a newborn infant, it grieved my heart for 14 days. It grieved my heart. I said, this is what I am doing. I'm helping children. And these are the ones who maybe could kill us and dump us now. Things like these I went through for 14 days. Now, my sister, who is also a nurse, called me from Madhya. Only today I choose to stay home. My aunt called me this morning saying that...
No, The Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, I know where she's a nurse, but I know she doesn't learn, and she has gone through a traumatic event. That woman needs counseling. That woman needs somebody to sit and talk to her. You understand? And she needs to be away from people's infants. Because if she ain't know that when we don't born with no racist intention, we don't born with no religious understanding, we even don't know who we are. We are then nurtured and molded into these ways, whether good or bad. If she didn't know that, she needs to be away from people's children. Find some other job for she. You understand? She needs to be away from people's children. Because if she watching these infants, little baby, you never know. She said it is infants. When she looking down at them. Right? She obviously is the wrong person for the job. The Ministry of Health needs to look into that, because here where the shit go hit the fan. The next time somebody child, especially if it's a little black child, something wrong with that child, wrong shit. The Ministry of Health, the Minister of Health himself got to deal with that mother. I'm telling you. Yeah, what I'm telling you? If y'all ain't get a message, y'all better get it now. Anything wrong with anybody child, specifically a black child, a wrong shit. Huh. It is unfortunate that her misspeaking is going to cause people to look at them, but there's the world. There are hundreds of thousands of people. And when people fudge up glaring, that is what you do. You extract them from the society. You don't keep going on making the mistakes, and that is the problem with our society. They continue to make the same mistakes all the time, every time. You don't encourage people to make the same mistakes. You extract them from the society. That is what you do. You gotta get rid of them. Right? Now let me go straight into this here, sir. The other discussion we will have today is, so this fella here, that fella there, is she brother. He was hit down by this man here, sir. Right? He was hit down by that man there, and the man carry a dumpy body. Now, let me get it properly for you. Put it back halfway. This is what's going on here. Right? So the man knocked the man, he didn't have it in his heart to take him to the hospital. He dumpy body. He was so uncaring. He's the next one. Well, you got here now was the charges. Death by dangerous driving, which in the worst case scenario, if he's found guilty, he 3.5 years jail. Well, I can't imagine how he can be found guilty, but this is Guyana. In Guyana, you could knock down somebody, kill them, dump the body, help the police to find back the body, and get off. It could happen in Guyana. It happens many times. Guyana has more injustice than justice. Yeah, clear as day. And that is the thing that daunts Guyanese spirit. That is why we need politicians who have the people's interests at heart. I don't know what the Attorney General is doing. I'm hearing about constitutional reform. It's very much needed. Because you can't dump a man body. You can't knock down a man. Kill him. Dump his body. Well, I don't know if the man died there. I don't know if the man died as a result of you not carrying him to get medical attention. But that is a matter of fact. That's what's going on. He getting charged for death by dangerous driving. If that man there goes to court and plead guilty, 3.5 years the most you get. Less than carrying some cocaine to America. That's 4.5 years. TikTok girl gonna get more jail for trying to carry cocaine and come to America than this man who knocked down a man, kill you, and then dump his body. This is the reality. This is the reality of justice in this country. It is misunderstood. Injustice passes off as justice in this country. And it has to do with the system. I would want to think that the DPP would have looked at all the laws to come up with it. You can't charge for what you can't charge for. Because you got to charge based on evidence you have. Like murders right away. Man dead, police pick up the body from ground. Manslaughter would be if the man gets stabbed and he go to the hospital and dead. Or dead a little while after. People see, people talky. And he say the man stabbed him. Manslaughter. A man was recently charged for manslaughter by Better Hope. Where the man called for part of it, he get chopped. Consideration is taken that the man, it wasn't intentional with the other man. He just get in the way. The system continues to fail the people. And if the country is going to have peace, if this country is going to have development, that's one of the foremost things. Because if the laws are not guiding, or the laws, the doctrine under which the laws are guided, doesn't see human rights as first and foremost, you got problem. And you will continue to get problem. Look at the schools today. We in America, y'all look out for the first school shooting to come soon. Obviously, some people out of control. Enough people out of control. It will come. Look out for it. Is y'all actually, the system is not catching up with the people. You're going to work with American laws and some people need to hang. Even America still killing people. Hello, good morning. Hello? The laws have to catch up with the needs of the people.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, listeners. Yes, everything you're saying I agree with. As a Guyanese citizen in the diaspora, coming to Guyana, I was warned plenty of times that your life could be worth a bottle of rum in this country, so you have to be careful how you move and what you do. Guyana needs to adopt the same type of rules and laws as Singapore, which is a very, very small country compared to Guyana. Per capita, its population is probably about the same, but if you use a racial slur, throw bubble gum on the ground, or Chico as we like to call it, you end up in jail, you get fined for certain things. A society has to be a society of rules and laws in order for the people to be able to govern themselves. Without the rule of law, without governance, without any of those things, everyone then determines what is right in their own eyes. So if a man decides that he wants to go and chop a man with a cutlass because he was his wife was taken advantage, then that's his law. Or if I decide that it's okay for me to go and rape a 12-year-old and it's justified because I deserve to have this young lady because I had passion for her, then that's his law and his rule of law. Then everyone decides what is right in their own eyes. But the society has to agree on the laws, and the government has to uphold the laws. You can't give government supreme power. The government is supposed to be the the referee, because once government becomes the rule of law, then society becomes
our government, our laws. Daniel.
That chopping a man.
Daniel, just to correct you, to make sure people are not misinformed. Our laws are not guided or controlled by the government. The laws are dispensed, explained by the judiciary. They're enforced by the police, right? We got three parts here. The executive is out of that. What happens? Our laws are antiquated. Now clearly, a man who knocked down a man by accident and a man who knocked down a man went on to commit a deliberate criminal act after by dumping his body can't be charged for the same thing. And that is because laws have not caught up with what is going on. Our laws have not caught up in the 21st century. You understand?
That's right.
We still got jokey cross-dressing laws and all them things, now knowing that half of these men in this country is undercover anti-men. You understand? We still got laws that demeaning people and trampling on people's rights. Certain things...
I came there to do business and wasn't even allowed into the office because I had 3/4 shorts. That to me is antiquated and nonsense.
Long time thing.
100%.
Well, here, I don't know about you, but me just go anywhere with short pants.
Overseas, and I agree with you, and thank you very much for bringing these things to light.
Roger, brother. So the laws are antiquated. You can't get a man. What this man is, sir? Now, who taking care? You understand? He got a sister. This man here got a sister. You understand? She can't help because she ignorant. She ignorant is her own right. Much as to understand the law. She's bare ignorance. You understand? She didn't know what's going on. Now laws. Now he died. Somebody's got to take care of him. How does he get justice? Family not have a beg for justice. Justice should be served for every Guyanese citizen. It's simple as that. This is a right. Like you got the right to water. The right to good living circumstances. These are rights that you have. Who help me? At least we talking to his sister. Nobody wants to hear from his sister. We care about your story, how sad she's sad. Nobody cares about that anymore. But he needs justice. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Critic. Any feedback on the Gaisuku issue with the 50,000 was short?
Yes, my brother. I have some feedback for you. Now, the Ministry of Finance, the Vice President went there. Are you one of the persons who was short in the $50,000? Now, the Gaisuku thing, the $50,000, the sugar workers or Gaisuku employees were protesting for yesterday. Now, as a result of the fact that the estate was down for a period of time as a result of breakage, the sugar workers start protesting. They never protested before for 5 years. And I got to go down there and I got to sit down and talk with them because we got to be fair. By the way, I hear Linden, where the government give them people 200,000 for start the little cash thing and so they buy electric scooter riding. The government need to go back and see what those people have been doing with those grants. The government needs to go back and monitor these people and see what they do with those grants. Because me ain't getting up now to know. I spending millions of dollars. I paying taxes. I hear Jagdio say they ain't touched none of the aisle money yet. So I try to figure out if it's me money he taking and give these people. Jagdio said only a couple days ago, Jagdio said 2 weeks ago they touched the aisle money. So I try to figure out the first 25,000, the second 25,000. Me ain't got children going to school no more. I don't get no grant, no 5,000. All of this money is with cover me money all the time. Because I pay taxes. Now for go to the guy protested for $50,000. I'm going to tell you the story now.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, brother. Are you one of the persons who is entitled to the 50,000?
Yes, sir.
Or felt entitled to the 50,000? Now, what's your position at the estate there?
Well, the position is that...
No. What is your position? What is your portfolio?
Okay, I am a foreman.
You're a foreman.
I'm a foreman, yes.
Okay. So across the board, a reason y'all was given this money is because the estate they break down for some period of time.
Yes, we out of a part and the estate is down. We had a whole crop wipe out.
Roger that, a crap. Y'all protest.
Listen to me, the issue...
No, hold on, I know the issue. I reach into the know. Because yesterday I called to find out from the Ministry of Finance what exactly was going on and why y'all ain't get your money. Now, some people get 200 and some people get 150.
Correct.
So do you think, do you work for the same money that management work for?
Well, the issue is that the senior staff got 200 when everyone promised to get 200. It was 200 across the board for everyone. And the senior staff, which is higher level than we, which is being paid more than we and have more benefits than we, got 200. And we, the worker who on the ground doing the actual work, we get less without no justification or no saying.
Well,
That is why we strike.
well, that would have been the mistake. That would have been, I would think that would have been the mistake because of the fact that they should have explained to you that when they're giving monies based on salaries you just work for.
Yeah, well, there is something new we're hearing now.
No. Well, the Ministry of Finance, here why? Remember the Ministry of Finance just also go back and say write checks and give everybody. So in collaboration with management, they decided somehow that 150 for because even cleaners and everybody can cut everybody get 150, right?
They cut it to everybody, correct.
Roger that. And senior management get 200.
Oh, sorry. Cane cutter and cleaner, everybody got 200. Only junior staff, a category that have maybe 75 to 90%, the junior staff alone got 150. Everyone else got 200.
I can tell you something. Very soon, right? Like we look like if you know, let me tell you. So y'all get understanding y'all hear what's going on. Sugar becomes a parasite for this country and y'all need work, y'all need to do jobs, right? But if y'all gonna be continue griping, cause imagine estate didn't make no money for 2 weeks. So it's never say y'all asking for money we y'all earn. And then you fighting for 50,000 out of 200 you're supposed to get. Who money you believe they give you?
The same money what they had available to give to the senior staff, the people who...
No, but I ask you, where you believe this money come from? If you don't work, you fighting for money because they didn't work 2 months. Where you think this money come from?
No, we are fighting for money. The VP offered us this. So we're looking forward for it. We are fighting for it. If he ain't come and say he ain't getting nothing, we wouldn't be looking forward
After that, and I think he should come back and I will ask him to explain today. After they said recommendations were made that so much for junior staff and so much for everybody else. based on their salaries.
No, that information didn't reach down to us. It was just
Yes, and that is one of the problems with incompetence in management in this country. They should have a sit down and talk with y'all. You don't just come push a check in my hand.
falling all the time, guys. People always falling because it's the management is causing it to fall. And I think we have about 80 people out here. I think you should come on the ground and let this thing reach over and hear what people have to say.
Where you there? You there out there?
We get on the ice sort of.
I heading over the river today, don't worry.
Go thank you, brother.
Roger. No, because with the griping here, laugh, they ain't work for 2 months, so they ain't got no, guys who ain't got no money. Jack, you gonna promise them something. Next thing, big fight, they ain't get 200, they get only 150. Right? Protest, protest. Now, me I ask, with all this excitement going on, is where I get this money from? Because Jack, you only said only 2 weeks ago he get oil money. They use the first oil money. I want a tax deduction, buddy. The people from GRA call me and ask me about VAT and all kind of thing. Every month, the accountant got come with a check. There's some auditor or something gonna do. I want some taxes off because I want to know who money you're giving him. Everywhere you go is a pro, people want more, people want more. I received reports last night that the people from Linden, some of them, not all of them, they take the 200, they buy electric scooter. I don't know if there's a business for riding around with electric scooter. If that is a business, y'all please tell me. I did not know. I'm now learning about the electric scooter business. Yes, sir. I did not know that was a business. I'm glad to learn, but I didn't know it was a business. Now, Peruni, Kumo. Night before the last, a young lady was brutally robbed, raped, and then murdered. Her body was then dumped. It was recovered yesterday. This is the reality of this society. And who's going to serve her? How is she going to get justice? She never let him. She got hundreds of miles away for help. She a family. For support, she 2 children. And you know where she there? She there in a place called Kumukuma, Peruni. In a back dam. Place only accessible by boat. In the heart of the beast. For deserve this? How she get injustice? This is not what she deserve. I want... Hello, good morning.
Hey, Mr. Critic. Morning.
Morning, brother.
Okay, well, concern the same with you on with this distribution of cash grants.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We are looking at right now cash grant distributing from different entities, like from the $25 cash grant, we have agriculture cash grants, etc. Right, shared out. But how many of these cash grants are going for the real people, simply business class people? VP promise for business class people, but
what business class? What business? Explain to me. What business class?
All right, the small cash grant for business then, right? For business people then, right? But some of the people who distributing these cash grants are not going for the business people then.
Buddy, listen to me. Me know I hear thing we don't know what we think. If you know somebody collect a cash grant and them naga business, because a lot like Borbies, when I watch it, them like a business. Then I got so much of business people. Then I got so much of business exists. But they help people to get into business and all these kind of things. Linden, I was given the impression of small businesses. But let me get it right first, because if you know somebody collect, I kind of telling you already that people from Linden collect and they buy scooter. Them not got business. Them not know for do no business. They buy electric scooter and them a ride. When me get a photograph, me gonna call and then I gonna ride the electric scooter down the road. I'm gonna show, because if you notice, when they release a common dining crowd, you notice me is going to video the whole crowd, right?
Yes, I know
So,
that, I know
well, they got a reason me this do that. For when I be ready, I be go back and say that lady was there. You understand?
Well, you see, we need a more transparent way that when you distribute this cash grant, it's not for the person who distributes this cash grant, for the family member or relative alone must access these things, right? We need a more transparent way.
Well, they're seeing it every day. Now, look, the rice farmers getting, the rice farmers, you want me to tell you? There's a country of gripers. And we would never get it right because we petty. I said a low-life, hungry belly people. Let me tell you, Bushlat called me yesterday. People called me from Bushlat yesterday. They got a problem. Now, after people robbing the system with the rice farmers thing, now the president said we could give all $1 billion in fertilizer. Who picking out these people? Choose rice farmers or people associated with farming in the communities and let a farmer body, then they say who is who owns it. So no, you can't left with me because you can't this and that. So you got too much of people involved now for anybody get left out, right? We believe turn the problem. One boat, one man don't know if he forgot with he boat or how confusion happen. You understand?
Yeah, that's the thing. That, if we have a proper system from the top come down, and who distributed it, we have a more transparent system. You understand me? People, this system must be computerized. Example, if you develop a software from the Ministry of Finance, come to each region and district. People go and register.
Brother, listen to me. Listen to me. I, in my own opinion, feel the government they on bare bullshit. Here why? Me not give nobody who don't pay tax no money.
Exactly.
You gotta show me. You take number and you don't have the vice president been some a fisherman. I say, you imagine they giving people money who are even in a position to vote? They're even logical politics. Here no man. It is not even logical politics. They asked a fisherman, I come up and said, sir, so want to the fisherman when they ID card. I calculated what the blood clot a fisherman. How long is that fishing? Day before yesterday? When you're born? It's child labor? You ain't get ID card? What the blood clot are you doing giving a fisherman money who don't have ID card?
We need a more system in place. What I'm saying, we need a more transparent system in place than to have all these paperwork that go down pen and paper. These things are outdated. What I'm saying, outdated. Friends will go for friends, family go to family, relatives will go to relatives. So we need people who have to benefit from these things, benefit in a more transparent way.
Bro,
not a one-sided thing.
We here, first thing, we gotta get our house in order. You understand? We need to get our house in order. If you are to benefit from anything in this country, you must have a legit ID card or something. A document is stating who you are. You must have your tax up to date. You understand? When you go even to the hospital, when you run in there, you must get your thing up to date. And this is the thing must guide people. You don't want to bog down the system. You don't want to stress people out. We are people who've been through a lot of hardships. Is now we getting little access to little nice living and all them thing now. But if it's not done right, if it's not done right, they can get a set of people to get rich fast and a set more people can stay poor. It has to be done right. Cash grant must do when we think it the ministry of me working on such nobody. The ministry must put in 25,000 by 800 something thousand people or 300 something thousand household and blam it come out because you must know who the households are, where they are. You understand? If you there squatting, you fudge you try there. You go so fast they gonna regularize yourself. You don't even have people squatting. You gotta get an address. People right away, they ain't that.
Everybody must have a telephone number. They must be picture taken when they go register. We have systems that put in.
You imagine helping people. No, but you understand the stupidness with them. They helping people who can't help them and can't help themselves. You mad? I tell you, I was there at Classic. The vice president was live and he said, one of the fishermen said, one of the people with an ID card. I said, wait, you helping people with 150,000 who ain't got ID card? What could they do for you, boy? What they could do for you, boy? If he ain't gonna get an ID card for better, he ain't like, why giving him $150,000 for her? He can't even vote for them. We talk, bro.
Yeah, boy, it's not here.
It's nonsense. It's total nonsense. Like, hey, me got file on every vehicle got a file. I could call right away. Yesterday I went to the bank to do something. I could have called the office right away. The lady said, just want this. I said, here, we give you a thing information. Asset register. I mean how much camera me got, how much microphone me got. Watch. I can't show you the camera fix. Let me see if this got. Watch, you see this laptop? It got a number at the bottom there. I think paysan at the bottom here. Right? A number. This is CMU07. Right? Wherever CMU means. Right? 07. Everything, Alem is, everything got a marking for them. Every cable. I know when I call, I said, tell me what is equipment asset. Tell me how much vehicle I got. Tell me how much furniture I got. Yes, sir. The only thing me know is the GPS of the thing them. Exactly what position I got. All that I do just now. Yes, sir. You come to me where you even do nothing but help yourself. You don't have an ID card. And they there helping, not me. No, not model number. Me not model number. Every item in here, model number, serial number is a different thing. Every item in here got a tag on it. That we could go to and say, this is this item. How old is the item when the item was bought? Every camera, every tripod, everything has a tag on it. You understand? AC them got tag on them. Everything, every lighter so got tag on it. Watch, let me show you. This got that. Me don't make joke. Yeah, I got you life hack. Watch. Watch at the back here. See that? A scotch tape. Newer light 1. You understand? Everything you got that. You got to organize your life. Every minute. Not product code or Jesus Christ. It's called the asset register. In the asset register got serial number and everything. Karen Omer, you know me number? Who in organize yourself slow? Somebody asking for me number. Me number is the most known number in the country. It's there on my Facebook page. It's there all about the place. 622-7740. Now, this is when the criminal who murdered that young lady, this is when he was apprehended. The night. I don't in no way support this, but this is what transpired.
Why do all this? If you don't know that, you don't know all this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you though.
I know you gotta do it here, man.
So you rap shit,
Roll well, man.
and you carry your ponytail in.
And the girl got 2 children.
So when she went on your tail and you black shout, you strangle shit. And you
Can't
want to
bite.
raise and she, tap, tap, don't shake it, don't shake it. Tap, don't shake it, open your mouth.
Yeah.
When you rap shit, you carry your ponytail in. Tap, you carry your ponytail in.
Yeah.
And what happened after then?
Left shot it here.
You left your ponytail in.
Left shot it here.
Stop.
So what happened after that?
Left shot it here and then you go out to raise and brush it.
You left your ponytail and the water raised and carry your way. So how you got in the water searching tail by your chest and you say you put you in the hole?
So the water push it.
The water raised tail by the hole where you put it?
No, everybody.
Hey?
Hey, you read that? You read that?
Now this is the reality of the society we're in. Now I know we condone this, and you in no way you in no way can't expect citizens who are not trained to do anything other than what they know. Some people say why they tie you up with rope, but that's all they had. Citizens don't have handcuffs. Just like that. Right? So this young man who's said to hail from Buxton brutally murdered a young lady from Letem, robbed her, raped her, and then killed her. He then dumped her body. He ain't satisfied there. He go up on the landing. Landing is like tongue. In landing is like the tongue area. The activity where all the people live, all the shops, they call it a landing. He go up on the landing and he starts shopping up, he buying things. People say he get little gold, he make money. He had no remorse. He takes your gold, he takes your money, he takes your life. Before that, he took her dignity before he takes your life. This is the reality of the society we live in. A sad one. And until we start hanging people, until the system starts hitting back hard at persons who have criminal intent to the weak, till we start hitting back hard, the society not going to change. It only get worse. It only going to get worse. Now, how we know that she was raped? Well, the condition she was found in could tell you. I can't show you, I had to blur it out. The white you seen down there, she didn't have that nothing there. She bra went up top hay. Now after doing that, he had no remorse. He went to spend her money. And you know Guyanese people fast one for no so going there. When they start looking for the girl and the girl missing, and he's spending money, they start put two and two together. He used to work at the camp. He knows she would have had money. Until the system, on behalf of the poor, on behalf of the good, kind-hearted people, until the system stands up for the people by sending a clear message to those with criminal intent in their mind. I ain't telling you about who do criminal acts. The message must send to you before you even think about it. If hanging y'all considered is too harsh, let's adjust the constitution to get death by lethal injection. All who are on death row, hang them immediately. Send a clear message to those with criminal intent that it will not be tolerated. And even a clearer message to the weak, the sickly, those who don't know, and the regular good kind-hearted citizen, that the system will stand up for you. You have a place in Guyana. The system will not tolerate anybody trampling on your rights. The message has to be clear. Money is coming. Life is becoming easier. Lawlessness is going to rule. Human beings are simple. We're not so complicated. It is assumed that we're complicated. We're actually very simple. We need to be reminded. We need to be guided. We don't just come up just so and everything is understood. So clear messages has to be sent with those with criminal intent. No worry who commit the act, you don't commit the act, people don't get hurt. You know what she family going through right now? You know this young lady, 25 years of age, had 2 children. You know she in a back dam. You see what if you're going to see the pictures in the back dam. Right? If you see what was going on in the back dam, you would realize where she was, in the belly of the beast. You understand? In the belly of the beast. Look what's going on. This is the back dam. Now the other one there, he committed another. When the police come out, they run into robbery suspect. And 3 other robbery suspects gone mad with arrow and bow, mad with 9s, mad with 32. Now I want you to look at this video and tell me what you see.
There's 2 of them.
Got it? Now what you're seeing there, the voices even you're hearing there, is mostly men. You understand? It's mostly men. Now that girl go in the back dam for see betterment for she children and she family. What you going on? Now that place there, you gotta go by boat. Imagine she traverse all the way looking for it. Who gonna take care of she, man? How she gonna get justice? When do you think she's gonna get justice? Eh? Who's gonna take care of her? Who's gonna take care of her children? Do you know how her family is damaged now? She old mother gotta go and take care of them children now. Nobody who's genuinely going out there and looking for an honest living deserve to be treated that way. Nobody. The system has failed and it continues to fail. I'm hoping the authorities, all these bright, smart people, would see it in their heart to sit and look at what really our problems are and really get them addressed. How do we address these problems? Building more prisons don't do that. Look at where our problem. Y'all have history inside. Me not no intellectual, but me the hey. I ain't gonna come and make me look smarter than most of y'all. Me not no intellectual. Me and Punkanani. Me got to tell you got history for inside. We know the PNC like rig election. We know about criminal gangs. We know about you live in a society where the police is the thief. A police get arrested in a car hijacking. You ain't know what's the problem? Why so much police that getting caught up in criminal acts? You know what's the problem? Because thief man turn policeman. It's the easiest thing to do. Background check and a level of education you got there. You can't be a shithead and go in the Guyana police force. You're wasting time. You have to have a certain level of qualification. Work on the salary. You want people to guide you. You want people to risk their life for you. Work on the salary structure and start weed out. Just like the teachers who need to be qualified to be a teacher, same thing in the Guyana police force. You got the Gold Pro. We know the Guyana police force have so many people. Sign up all of them for programs to further their education. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Critic. I'm calling to ask you how I could get some help concerning my neighbor. I have some picture and video in the phone. They use a wall for the face. This has started about 2 years now. From foundation I went into the MEC.
They use a wall for the fence?
Yeah, they use a wall for fence.
How high is the wall?
It really high, I could send you the picture.
So, you know, what's the problem? Is the wall is the problem?
Yeah, from starting. But Tuesday I wasn't at home. They calling me yard and they run the water on the wall. From all the time the water is running me yard.
So now the runner got and that becomes a problem. The water not running your yard now. That's the problem?
No, the water is still running in my yard.
Send pictures to me and have a look at it. Because I would want to think if me neighbor got a high fence and me seeing them, it would be better for me. Because me's walk from naked and all them things they answer.
And they also come in my yard a little bit on the land. And how they keep telling me that I got to wait, they got to write the surveyor to come.
Oh, no, well, if they're coming for your land, we gotta get a start. Don't send the pictures to me.
Alright, okay.
Here, today, the government is going across Region 3 with more jobs. While we got to deal with these issues, people, they're under the pressure. And I want to see better for the people of this country. Right? I want to see better for them. So I will be taking my leave now and do what I do best. Bring it to you live and direct. What is happening, where it is happening, what they're giving. And we will find the issues. We will find the facts. I don't tell y'all, some of them in Linden collect the blame money. We gotta go back and fix the picture. I'm waiting for a picture for come down and a video for come down with them riding the electric bike. Because the government need to go and ask these people what they did with the $200,000. And when somebody fudges up one time, you got done with them. You have to done with them. They get a 200,000, you're glad for you. You fudge it up, I'm glad for you. They have other people want opportunities. The same people can't get an opportunity steady. The same people can't get an opportunities every time. Because I can start asking too. You understand? Now it's bothering me. Yes. The schoolboy found a gun in the bag. You know it's an ear gun. Me and nobody facts it. Me want to talk about. So my operator telling me talk about the school picnic thing and the gun in some bag. I don't talk about the fact that the school's going wild and out. I used to get licks when I used to go to school. I used to get bad licks. Sir Ben from 4th Street, Alexander Village. Used to clap some serious lash at me. So let me see what photo you sent to me. So we're going on here. This is student teachers traumatized after gang enter Campbell Secondary School. Man, why I will bluff? Why I will bluff it I hear? Hear what I'm telling you? Let me tell them little dunce talk something. Y'all asking for things we y'all ain't ready for yet. You understand? And you got dead. People gonna lose faith and kill y'all. And the funny thing is when news come out like this, and they're all about the place, normally when children are affected, people calculate, oh God, it's children, this and that. When y'all getting stupid and doing stupidness, wherever it's Mali or wherever y'all upon, people's gonna kill y'all. Dep on y'all lights, and nobody's gonna care. Cause everybody know what's going on now. With them little dunce dogs all about the place. You understand? With them little stupid school gangs. We had a group. We had a gang in school. The air gun thing, a little boy come for Pampers said, you get caught up in it. It's an air gun, it's an air gun. Everybody's got an air gun. You ain't gotta get, I would want to think you might gotta get a license for got an air gun. But we're kill you for that. But these dunce thugs are running gangs, running, attacking teachers and all them things now. When people retaliate and y'all end up on the bleeding end of the stick, I don't come around and holler those what gang thing those ways get for being in a gang. Some of you got for dead. That's how it's go. People is dead. You understand? That's how it's go. That's life. If you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And obviously, y'all showing that it's not no age thing. Y'all want to grow up faster. You'll die faster than anybody else. Y'all take care. Peace out.